we will open the Chumash in two places.
Okay.
Bereshis Yud Beis, Yud. First, because we need to talk about the history. The Torah say in Dvorim Lamed Beis Zayin, Zechor Yemot Olam Binu Shnot Dor. Oh, I can see it outside. Binu Shnot Dor. When you can recognize the present, if you know the past. Zechor Yemot Olam. If you remember what was, you understand what will be now. Chasam Sofer say also, Eizu Chacham Aroeh et Hanolad. Who is a clever man? What he see, what he can know, what will be. But what's the language in the searches? What's the language? Nolad. Nolad is will be born or was born in the past or the future.
Is born.
Nolad.
Wait, will be.
No, Nolad what was.
Was.
Oh yes, this is to be clever to know what it was. This is not the clever man learn what from the past what will be now or will be in the future. Because this says the Gemara, Nolad, no Yuvlad. Yuvlad is the future, Nolad is the past. He knows from the past what will be in the future. This is especially Maseh Avot Siman Lebanim. The patriarch stories was written in the Torah to learn from there. So we start in Bereshis Perek Yud Beis Yud, the Ramban, only the beginning of the Ramban. I read first the sentence that are in the Torah. ויהי רעב בארץ וירד אברהם מצרימה לגור שם כי כבד הרעב בארץ. Say the Ramban, he brings the Bereshis Rabbah. Say the Ramban so, you have the Ramban, ויהי רעב בארץ. הנה אברהם ירד למצרים מפני הרעב לגור שם, להחיות נפשו בימי הצרות והבצורת. והמצרים משקו אותו חינם לקחת אשתו. והקדוש ברוך הוא נקם נקמתו בנגעים גדולים ויוצאים משם לקנה בכסף זהב, וגם ציווה לפרעה לשלחם. Why written this story here? Abraham went to Egypt because he was hungry, and they took his wife, and they gave him back, and they also gave him many presents, and also they was punished. What's the whole story? Say the Ramban so. ורמז, זה hint to come to teach us, כי בניו זה children of אברהם, ירדו מצרים מפני הרעב לגור שם בארץ. המצרים יראו להם, ויקחו אנשים כאשר אמר כל הבת החיון, והקדוש ברוך הוא ינקום נקמתם בנגעים גדולים עד שיציאם, וכסף וזהב וצאן בקר מקנה כבד מאוד. והחזיקו בהם ושלחם מן הארץ, לא נפל דבר מכל מוראיו שלא יהיו בבנים. He say, Maseh Avot Siman Lebanim. The whole story was the Torah tell us was by Abraham to explain us what will be in the nation, his dissident, his nation, Israel, that come out from Mitzrayim. There was slaves, and they were Spanish, and this is the first part. Now what interests us much more is Parsha status, weekly Parsha. Open the weekly Parsha, Bereshis Kovov. I will read what are written from Kovov, from Yitכן. I will start to read, and later we will learn the Ramban, but the Ramban explain it. וישב יצחק ויחפור את הבארות.
Where?
יתכן. He did, Yitzchak again.
What part?
פרק חורבן, בתולדות, in פרשת תולדות. חורבן, פסוק י"ח. וישב יצחק ויחפור את בארות המים אשר חפרו בימי אברהם אביו ויסתנו פלישתים אחרי מות אברהם יקרא להם שמות כשמות אשר קרא להם אביו. First to start to dig again. There was בארות, how you say בארות? The well what Abraham was digged also in the hate. They don't let this well הסתתמו, they destroyed it. But he made it again. This is in Eretz Israel, you see, many times he was in Eretz Israel, many times they destroyed the land, and we are again, we build again the state. Again, this is one example, but more important, the second sentence. ויחפרו עבדי יצחק בנחל, the deep again, וימצאו שם באר מים חיים. A fresh well, מים חיים. ויריבו רעי גרר עם רעי יצחק לאמור, לא נאמר, belong to other water, ויקרא שם באר עסק, כי תספו עמו. argue with him, תספו עמו. ויחפרו באר אחרת, next well, אחרת, ויריבו גם עליה. אבל this also there was argue ויקרא שמה שטנה. ויתק משם ויחפור באר אחרת, the third one, the third well, וירובו עליה, ויקרא שם רחובות. רחובות became white. היום וקטע יחיו השם לנו פרינו בארץ. From here, for here will be good. רחובות, we will פרינו בארץ, will be more separate in the בארץ. See the רמב"ן, so look in the רמב"ן. רמב"ן חוף, I will read חוף. ויקרא שם הבאר עסק, יספר הכתוב ויעריך the Torah tell us the whole story too long בעניין הבארות. In the Torah everything is very short. Here is very wide, long. יעריך בעניין הבארות, ואין בפשוטי הסיפור תועלת, not are any benefit to know what was here. ואין כבוד גדול ליצחק, הוא ואביו עשו אותם בשווה, אבל יש בדבר עניין נסתר. Here is a hint, a hidden hint, נסתר בתוכו. כי בא להודיע דבר עתיד, כי באר מים חיים ירמוז לבית אלוקים. So the temple, the first temple, אשר יעשו בנם של יצחק. ולכן הזכיר באר מים חיים, כמו שנאמר, מקור מים חיים את השם. Because the temple is like a well. Why? The Torah come out from the temple. If you know, the Sanhedrin was sitting there, in Nishkat HaGazit, and the words are written in Yeshayahu, כי מציון תצא תורה ודבר השם מירושלים. The Torah will be spread from Yerushalayim, from where? From the temple. The main place in Jerusalem is the temple. From there will be spread the Torah. Because this, we call this well of מים חיים, fresh water. How you say in English מים חיים, fresh water?
Living water? No.
Yeah, living water is not a
No. That's literal. What would they?
Spring, like a spring.
Spring water. Yeah.
וקרא ראשון עסק, ירמוז לבית הראשון. This is to want to teach us will be a first temple. אשר התעסקו עמנו ועשו עמנו כמה מחלוקות, what was the end, וכמה מלחמות עד שחיבו, פתית דסטרוי, והשני, also was the second temple. קרא שמה שטנה, שם כשם הראשון, והוא הבית השני, שקרא אותו בשמו, שכתוב בו מלכות אחשוורוש, ובתחילת מלכותו כתוב שטנה. If you know, the beginning, Cyrus give us permission to build this temple. Later it was regret, and don't let us to build the temple. כתוב שטנה על יושבי יהודה וירושלים, וכל ימם היו לנו שטן עד שחרבו וגלו ממנו גלות רעה. השלישי, קרא רחובות, הוא הבית העתיד, שיבנה במהרה בימינו, והוא יעשה את זה בי בלא ריב מצב, והקל ירחיב גבולנו, כמו שנאמר, ואם ירחיב השם את גבוליך, כאשר דיבר, שהוא לעתיד וכסיב בבית השלישי, ורחבה ונסבה למעלה פרינו בארץ, שכל העמים יעבדו שכם אחד. Even now, this prophecy is not fulfilled, but apart from this is fulfilled. What I want to tell you, it's very important now to know this, because Persian, what they want to do the Persian? What they say exactly? They want to finish the issue here, the Jews come back here, they prepare atom bombs. So, you know, that's all. Well, because this we must know, the Rabbi Shalom promised us, he will keep us, he will watch us. Chafetz Chaim, before the Second World War, he said 3 Gog and Magog will be. One man Gog and Magog is the First World War. Second World War is the second part of Gog and Magog. If you know, the first Gog and Magog gift us.
Oh, yes. Rav Elchanan Wasserman said this to Rav Lopian in England.
Rav Lopian, not Rav Lopian, read this in his book.
Right, because he heard it from Rav Elchanan Wasserman.
The First World War gave us Balfour Declaration, and also the League of Nations decided to give us a mandate. The Second World War gave us a state, the Medina. The third must bring Mashiach, but till Mashiach will come, we must know we don't need to pray too much. We must pray because the Gemara say, if you don't do tshuva, Kadosh Baruch Hu will give a king, very bad king, what he want to do like Haman. What they say, Persian? They want to finish the whole issue with Israel. Where was Haman? In Persia.
Right, yeah.
This is Iran is a Persian, yes.
Mm-hmm.
He was there, and they want to do the same with Haman did. Why is this to do tshuva? But we must know also the promise that the third temple will not fall. When it was the Kippur War, if you know, there was the Yom Kippur War. In the beginning, it was very bad, the situation. What said Moshe Dayan, he was a secretary minister, what he told the prime minister, if you know.
He said to use nuclear weapons?
He said no, he said the third temple fall, the third temple is also destroyed. He was sure that we finished. But in the end was a big miracle.
He didn't say to use nuclear weapons?
No.
Oh,
He said, you can show the book. You don't need to know the book.
okay.
He said the third temple is also destroyed. So was bad the situation in the beginning. But later became a very big miracle, and we win the war. We was close to Cairo and close to Damascus. And also, I want to tell you again more than this. Chofetz Chaim, he says the Second World War will go much more worse than the first. They ask him what will be. He said, בהר ציון תהיה פליטה והיה קודש. In this Holy Land, here will be the Yeshua in Eretz Yisrael. בארץ ישראל, בהר ציון תהיה פליטה והיה קודש. Ipalnes here not will be end Chalila. You heard about Rommel, General Rommel?
Oh, yeah.
You know, you heard about him. He was Rahman al-Islam, a very good for the Germany. He was very successful general, and he conquered whole
Africa, North Africa.
He came to Egypt. In the border of Egypt was the last place where the England have army, and there was much more strong the Germany army than the English army. There was a big miracle. If you know the big miracle from the pipe, you know the miracle of the pipe. The Germany trust of the water was the pipe water was out by the England, and they conquered the pipes, and the pipes was full with seawater, salt water. So they was give up because they made big mistake. They don't drink water with there was trust of the pipes for the England, and the England was full with salt water. So there was give up. This was a big miracle. But in this time, Rabbi Herzog was in the United States. He was there because by President Roosevelt to ask him to help the Jew in Europe. Roosevelt wasn't a good president, if you know. They don't help the Jews. But he went to him to ask him to help the Jew in Europe. And he saw that his job is finished, then he prepared to come back to Eretz Yisrael. They asked him, Now you go back to Israel when Rommel is in the border of Egypt, and the radio of Berlin say we will do in Rahman al-Islam like what they done in Europe, in Eretz Israel, but the Jew. This is say so. We come now in Eretz Israel, and we will do again same what we done in Europe. And he prepared these suitcases to go back to Eretz Israel. You ask him, now you go to Israel, say, we know what the third Churban not will be, was second, not more. This is also based on the Ramban, also based on the Zohar. The Zohar say, 2 parshiot are in the Toichecha. Tochecha is not punishment, Tochecha is more rebuke. I don't know what to translate in English, Tochecha. 2 parshiot, Bechukotai and Kitavo. Bechukotai is, this is what teach us what will be in the first diaspora. This is what the temple was destroyed the first time.
Midbar?
Parshat, no, Bechukotai. Tochecha, Parshat Bechukotai. It's like punishment, but more than punishment. Vaikra. Bechukotai. In Dvorim are also parashas Kitavo. This is the second temple, not also Churban, not more. If you want to understand why, I will explain you something very interesting. We are punished because the idol calf, the sin of the idol calf, the gold calf, what we made. Zohar said something very strange. It wasn't a calf. It was something strange. Half bull, half donkey. What mean? Half bull is Christianity, Esau. Half bull is Ishmael.
Half donkey is Ishmael.
Donkey is Ishmael and bull is Esau. So the Sfard communities, where was which diaspora? Ishmael, Babel. It's Babel, because Babel was the capital, Damascus and Babel was the capital of Fan Islam, if you know the history. The second temple, the Ashkenaz, on Eretz Israel of the cave, it was under the Christianity, Esau. So only 2 punishments was Islam and Christianity, not more. Because the third temple, Yetz Hashem, will be it, this will be the end of the whole history. So now we prepare ourselves to build the temple. Till now we have not any permission to do because Arab mosque is there. The Arab mosque is not let us to build the temple because we're not prepared enough to build it. But I want to show you something also interesting. Mashiach ben Yosef, if you know, are 2 Mashiachim. Mashiach ben David is the really Mashiach. He will be the end of the history. He will be the spirit Mashiach. But before spirit Mashiach, אם אין קמח, אין Torah. If you don't have flour, you don't have also Torah. You must prepare Gashmias. Rebbeinu Shalom made 2 levels in the beginning of to prepare the period of Mashiach. One is an English mandat. English mandat was 30 years here. You know the story of the English mandat before the Medina was here, mandat of England. England conquered the land from the Turkey. Ottomania, the empire of Ottomania was finished when? After 1,300 years. Why? Because
Byzantine.
Because Ishmael made Brit Milah when he was, which age he was Ishmael when he made the Brit Milah?
13.
13, because this 1,300 years belong to Islam, the land. When it was finished, the 1,300 years...
Turkish people aren't Arabs.
What?
They're not Arabs, though. The Ottomans weren't Arabs.
Don't understand these questions.
No, Turkish people are Turks, they're not Arabs.
But who lived here? Who was living here? Not Turkey people.
Okay, well, I'm saying, yes, right, so Arabs were living here, or people who had been Arabs.
There was Islam.
Well, I'm saying,
Turkey is Islam, and the people what was living here, Arab people.
I'm saying, why would Ishmael's 13, being 13 when he had his bris, have to do with specifically Turkey?
No, Turkey is also Islam, the same religious. But the people that was live here was Arab, not Turkey. Only military Turkey was here, but not the citizens. The citizens was Arab. All the citizens here was Arab citizens. So the mandate was 30 years. Why was so important? This, if you know, because in the Turkey time, they made the land complete desert, and nobody lived there. There were very few people was here. The Arab was very, only few thousand, not much people was living here. Desert, also desert and mud. Bitzot, water and how you say this? Bitza, malaria places, mud, place with
a swamp.
How you say?
Swamp.
Swamp. Bitza, swamp.
It's mud.
What's bitzot?
So both is mud.
Yes, bitza in Hebrew, a place with full water in the what you don't malaria.
Yeah, swamp.
Swamp. The land was or desert or swamp. Jerusalem itself also was a part of swamp.
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 Wetlands. They call that's the nice way to say it.
Yeah.
The way the people who
You know, next to Shivas Mir, not far from Shivas Mir, also was swamp. This malaria. The Jew makes it dry. So, but when they came the time to come back to the Earth Israel, come to England here. They was very bad. They want to take the land for themselves. Don't keep them on that. That means that we belong to them. What they done because this? They say they made the airport, they make the Haifa port, they made the electric, they bring the cement, they bring everything what need a new modern state. They made the basis. They made here more than every place what they was ruling, not in India, not everywhere. Here they made because they believe that they belong to the. This was from heaven to do the mandate. Also, I want to say you something, but interesting. So we came here and we have the basis for a modern state. England made it, the basis. Also, I want to give two witness of Gematria. I don't know if you like it, Gematria, the numbers. Two Gematrias I want to tell you about the story. One Gematria is Masher ben Yosef, if you made these numbers, is 566. Intifada, the same numbers. They mean that with the Intifada they will finish as Baruch Hashem, we are after the Intifada. This is the first number I want to show you. Masher ben Yosef was a promise as a Rizal, and we went and say, you say you will not be die. This is what we prepared the world for Mashiach time. Mashiach time will be the whole world will be worshipping the Lord. But the beginning we need also Gashmias. Baruch Hashem, the state is now, if you know that Israel is in economic now one of the strongest economy in the world. Nobody can understand this. What could be this little land? In the last year, in Russian, one of the from Dom, Tavarish, parliament in the Russian, he took the radish from Israel and say, look, the little Israel what can do what we the big Russian don't do.
Yeah, there's a red radish.
There is a red radish.
Red radishes, they sell in store gezer and איך קוראים radish בעברית?
Tznon.
Tzon?
Tznon.
Tznon.
Tznon
Yeah,
radish.
they sell a lot. In supermarkets, it's full. Never
From
been
Israel.
so big.
The
Israel,
don't believe
selling to Russia.
the little, also, from where bought
Yeah.
Russian weapon, you know?
We had problem to buy carrots in Moscow.
You know what the
Yogurt year.
Russian never bought weapon for another state. You know this, the history of Russia. You're from there. They never bought weapon from other state.
Yeah, they sell.
From where they bought?
I think Israel. Yeah.
Israel, the airplanes. The airplane is out pilot.
Oh, they bought
They
already.
bought from Israel.
This year?
the next year.
They wanted, I don't know. They
No,
started.
they bought it from Israel.
Oh, they bought already.
This is a joke, by joke, because the big Russian, in the beginning, when they start the state, they give us a weapon, if you know. They give out, not the space direct from the Russian,
Yeah.
Czechoslovakia. The Palmas, the enforced Czechoslovakia to sell us airplane and weapon. But now they buy us. This is something to joke. This is like a joke. Not to believe. Not to believe. They buy us weapon. The big Russian, he bought by the...
You know why? Because in 1960s and 70s in Soviet Union, in passports there was a fifth point that they say the nationality. And if somebody had Jewish, they could not study in university mathematics and physics. Because these departments were close to military, they were going to work in military engineers, or mathematicians, programmers. And these two generations, the whole generation, they didn't have Jewish brains in this mathematics and physics. And now they are missing in computer stuff, in programming, in engineering, a lot of technologies.
I want to say another gematria. The Gemara say, Abba l'orgecha, Ashkem l'orgo. If somebody want to kill you, don't wait till he came. Before he want to come, kill you him. You know the Gemara, Sanhedrin. Abba l'orgecha, Ashkem l'orgo. If somebody want to kill you, don't wait. You first kill him. Look, very interesting. Take a paper and make the country. You will be surprised. Abba l'orgecha is, what is the same number? Iran. Same number.
Iran?
Iran. 261, Iran is 261. Ba l'orgecha is Iran, the same number. 261. Ashkem l'orgo, you will be killing to be first. What is the gematria, Ashkem l'orgo? You know the story what was the last week? They explode the missiles. What is in Hebrew? The same. Tilim benatnaz, this place was in Natnaz, yes?
Rackets, yeah.
Rackets.
Rackets.
Rackets in Natnaz.
Iran, yeah.
Ashkem l'orgo, tilim benatnaz. You explode the tilim in Natnaz. Before they will shoot on you look exactly the gematria, what interesting. So we must, from one side, must pray the Rebbeinu Shalom made Haman to bring us to Tshuva. Ahmadiyyan is the modern Haman. He wanted to do the same with Haman. From one side, Rebbeinu Shalom saying do Tshuva. But in the other side, it shows us that Rebbeinu Shalom, he will help us. Also the rain now, if you know the rain, very interesting date. Never in my last years, many 10 years, never was winter so early. When started the winter? The same minute we say, the same night.
The same day came first Geshem.
And also in Yudzayin Cheshvan, the time of the Gemara says this is the time of rain, also start again the rain.
I am Zvana.
Yudzayin, this is the best time. Yudzayin Cheshvan, this is the best time. And it became this year. The Rebbeinu Shalom from one side give us slip on the face, Ahmadiyyan. But from the other side, he show, I will watch you. This is the Mazdan boss. Rebbeinu Shalom love us. He wanted to be his nation, tzaddikim, Yerushalayim. From the other side, say if not, be careful. I have also, how you say, I give from one side the
Slap.
slap, on one side the Belatef, how you say that?
A caress.
Huh?
Caress?
No, so, not like a baby, you...
Like this, busy.
How you say it in English? When you're a
Stroke.
baby.
To love, no, like to pamper. No, it's just...
This is what Moshe show us. From one side he give us the split of the face, and on the other side he shows that he is our father, even so. So you must know all this stuff. This was the big departure. The Ramban, you come late, but the Ramban teach us this what I taught today.
Maybe this year the rain came because I am here this year, first time.
Good.
Yes, exactly.